Hello everyone, welcome back to Maimon Tech Tips. Hope you guys are doing great and keeping safe. In this video, we are going to talk about one of the soundbar we always get in our comment section. Whenever we post a video on Sony soundbars or Zebronic soundbars or Yamaha home theater, at least one or two people gonna ask whether that soundbar or home theater is better than Polk or should we go for an Polk Signa S2 soundbar. And we also get a lot of messages regarding Polk Signa S2 soundbar, whether we need to go for that soundbar or any other better soundbar like JBL or Sony. Based on your need, this is gonna change a lot. So we decided to make a video on Polk Signa S2 soundbar. So in this video, we are going to talk about the soundbar in different categories such as speaker performance, sound modes, sound features, how the soundbar gonna perform in different scenarios. By end of this video, we will also suggest whether you need to buy the soundbar based on your preference or not. So without wasting your time, let's get started. Before that, if you guys are into Maimon Tech Tips, please support us by subscribing to Maimon Tech Tips for more useful tech videos like this. We post tech videos like this regularly. And don't forget, if you have any questions regarding the soundbar while watching, please leave a comment in the comment section below or reach out to us on Maimon Tech Tips Facebook page or Instagram page. We will try to answer your questions as soon as possible. Let's get started. When we talk about the overview of the soundbar, this soundbar is an 220 watt soundbar which has a wireless subwoofer, and along with that this soundbar has a dedicated full range speaker as well as dedicated tweeter. Apart from that, this soundbar is a low profile soundbar. Yes, it's kind of stylish way of saying 2.1 channel soundbar. You're not gonna have multiple speakers in the soundbar, just one soundbar and one subwoofer. When it comes to the speaker performance of the soundbar, there are three things you need to understand in the speaker performance. One is voice clarity, subwoofer performance, and then surround sound experience. For each of this experience, each driver gonna play a major role. When it comes to the speaker driver, this soundbar has three different speaker drivers. This soundbar has two full range driver, two 1-inch tweeters, and 5.2 inch subwoofer. This subwoofer is a wireless subwoofer. So these are the speaker information. Considering the speaker driver, if you talk about the voice clarity, since we have a dedicated tweeter, voice clarity of the soundbar is going to be promising. Along with that, the Polk Signa S2 also has some Polk's patented digital signal processing algorithm which really enhances the voice clarity of the sound to the next level. When it comes to the bass, this soundbar has an 100 watt subwoofer. Even though it's a wireless subwoofer, the subwoofer performance is really extraordinary. So if you are a bass lover, this soundbar gonna mesmerize you. When it comes to the surround sound experience, that is the major drawback of the soundbar. Since this is a low profile soundbar as Polk advertised, we don't have any dedicated rear speaker and we don't have privilege to add extra rear speakers. That is a major drawback. When it comes to the front channel, the soundbar gonna perform top notch. There is no doubt about that. So when it comes to the rear speaker performance, that is rear right and rear left, the soundbar not gonna perform up to the mark. So for the voice clarity, we would give 9 out of 10. For the subwoofer performance, 8 out of 10. And when it comes to the surround sound experience, we would be giving only 5 out of 10. When it comes to the sound format support, Polk Signa is to support Dolby Digital as well as DTS. Supporting Dolby Digital is a major plus because the subwoofer performance is going to be elevated when compared to Stereo 2.1. Now we are moving to a segment, sound modes. Polk Signa S2 did an extraordinary job. Speaker and sound format support plays a major role. Which is going to be a game changer is how we are going to decode the sound format and passing it to the speakers. That's where the Polk digital signal processing going to play an extraordinary role. This soundbar supports sound modes such as movie, music, night mode. Polk has developed an algorithm which will extract the voice from the sound and it will enhance. One major feature of the soundbar is you can increase the voice of the soundbar, which is going to be really handy while watching movies in the night time. Yes, at night time, you don't want to disturb your family members who are sleeping. You will keep the volume less than 25%. At that time, you can separately increase the voice clarity of the soundbar, which is going to be really handy. I love this feature. When we talk about the items in the box, this soundbar has all the accessories we need to operate on the soundbar. This soundbar has an remote, which is not an Bluetooth remote, it's an IR remote. It comes with 1.5 meter HDMI cable, 1.5 meter optical cable, 2 power cord. So here is the final part, whether the soundbar is worth or not and who all need to buy this soundbar. This soundbar has an exceptional voice clarity. Yes, this soundbar definitely gonna satisfy you, that's for sure. But this soundbar has a major drawback. As we told, this soundbar doesn't have rear speakers, so spending $200 or close to 15,000 Indian rupees, I would say it depends upon people to people. If you are someone who has only small room, you don't want to mess up with the rear speaker, you just want some dedicated low profile soundbar, as Pog mentioned, this soundbar is really good. If you are someone who has a limited space in your hall, want to stick with only 2.1 channel soundbar but has a higher budget, I will highly recommend this soundbar because this soundbar gonna give more exceptional sound because of its advanced inbuilt DSP systems. If you are someone who is an audiophile who loves to hear different surround sound effects, I would say think twice before buying this soundbar because this soundbar has an exceptional front channel but it's completely missed out on the rear speaker performance. So while watching movie, if you want to have a surround sound experience, for the same budget you can go for Sony S20R, which is going to give excellent surround sound experience altogether. Moreover, this soundbar is best suited for a medium to small room, from 100 square feet to 300 square feet. Think about 300 square feet, you will start feeling some kind of mono effect from this soundbar. If you want some kind of channel separation, this soundbar should be kept in a smaller medium rooms. Hope I was able to convey all my points. One final point I would say is, this soundbar is around 18 to 90,000 rupees in Indian market, but I would say you can buy the soundbar only if it's below 15k rupees INR. 15k Indian rupees is the best deal for the soundbar. If you still have any questions in the soundbar, please leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll happy to answer that. Or you can reach out us on Maimun Tech Tips Facebook page or Instagram page. If you guys like this video, please give a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to Maimun Tech Tips, please support us by subscribing to Maimun Tech Tips for more useful tech videos. We post tech videos like this regularly. Thanks for watching. You can watch our other videos right here. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.